Worldwide Podcast. Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of Double X. You are listening to Jerry Royce Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.
That's right. You tell him, little buddy. You tell him. You listen to Late Night, everybody. Late Night Radio with Jerry Royce Live Worldwide and the beautiful KIMMIE coming out of St. Louis. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We got a great show. That's right. That cut you heard early. It's called Tour of Duty. That's right. That's written by my man, brother Al is here. Born and raised in Chicago, now living in Georgia. We gotta find out what's going on in this world. But meanwhile, let's talk to KIMMIE real quick before we bring our guest out, because KIMMIE going to interview him. But I want to see how KIMMIE doing. This is my first time talking to her in 2023. What's up, KIMMIE? Kim, how you doing?
How you doing, Jerry?
I'm good. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
Yeah.
What's been going on?
Busy as usual, trying to meet those television deadlines. I'm in here filming the puppet shows. They do tonight at midnight. Almost done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you got it.
That's right. Gotta keep the kids. Yeah, gotta keep the little kids happy. Yeah, get disappointed when they start running reruns. You know how little kids are.
Oh yeah. We've seen that before. They are bright. They know.
Mommy, I saw that. And then they come on like every day. So you know you gotta give them something fresh. You know, some new music.
Right.
Yeah. So how's everybody? How's the girls?
The girls are doing good. Just trying to prepare for this college run, and Hannah's graduating from middle school, so it's like funny.
Yeah, you got a good little gap between them going to college and one finishing and one just entering, right? Yeah.
After Candace graduates, then Hannah comes to college.
Yeah, I had a nice little gap there with the oldest one. He finished, I think, in 2007. Then Skylar didn't start till 2019, 20. Well, she just graduated 2021. So my bad, 22. I'm getting my numbers messed up. 22. She graduated in 2022, the spring, and Jordan comes out in 24. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he'd be a senior in next fall. Yeah.
It's just going by so fast. The time is. I'm like, wow.
I know we've been home the whole time for his college. You know, we've been in the pandemic since he started college, because it started when he was in his senior year in high school.
True.
Yeah. So
he stays in home. He does classes from home.
No, they the state schools, they don't have no problem with COVID.
Okay.
They figured it out. Well, they do have some hybrid classes, and then they have a few. I know in the beginning they had like half the kids, like they had like an A and a B day. So like I think it was no more than 15 kids in the classroom, and it was like separated masks and stuff like that. But now I think if you're sick, you just don't come.
Basically.
Yeah,
I believe that's how like high schools are doing too. So it must be carrying on to the college level as well. If you're sick, don't come to classes.
But that
makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And I think the college kids may be, a little bit more. Well, I guess their immune system may be better, because right now our hospitals are packed. The pediatric hospitals are loaded. Man, I'm hearing people like have to transport their kids to wherever openings they can find somewhere else, and it's kind of bad here in Maryland, and of course New York.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty bad here. Yep. See, we got a lot of. People are very sociable in the cities. They don't stay home for nothing. Plus, big gatherings over the holiday. It got bad since Thanksgiving, and I know like China's having it pretty bad. I think they lost like 60,000 people since December or something like that. Yeah. And that's like death. That's like enrollments in the hospital. So it's still alive and well. You know,
we gotta stay careful. Be careful.
Yeah. You know,
stay alert.
You know, it's funny because even like we go to the bowling alley, and we used to go to bowl. I know I used to go bowling with my friends all the time, and bowling alleys used to be packed. You had to wait, and now we walk right in, and lanes are available. And my daughter went the other night, and she said it was easy for them to get a lane. Yeah. So
a lot of people are staying home because now you can rent movies, like the new releases through Amazon or other places.
That's right. And TV's prices are low. You know, you can get yourself a nice 50, 55, 65, 85-inch TV, probably for less than $1,200. Remember before things were like $10,000. Yeah, I remember they used to be $10,000. And now it's like, hey, build your own movie theater, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
And you don't have to worry about the crowd talking, you know, because I remember I did like a couple of times doing like going to the movies when a movie first comes out. Mm-hmm. And I realized I'm not enjoying it because you have people with babies and they're talking. You don't hear the movie. So I'll wait until like the third week.
Yeah, somebody getting up all the time. But, you know,
exactly.
We usually get tickets at the theater. They just renovated all the 17 theater. I think it's just one theater that has the regular seats. And I was very uncomfortable with my feet sitting on the floor. It was like I could stay home for this and watch TV in the kitchen. But majority of their theaters have the recliners, the big recliners on them. So you sitting back, you know, chilling, eating your popcorn. So, you know, I think they're trying to give us the experience. And I think one of them has like a real big sound system in there. I think we went there to see Jurassic Park or something like that. And my son went there to see Avatar. He said it was a really good experience. I think they have to give you the experience now, you know, give you some really good food. They got bars in there now. So you can, you know, a lot of people show up with, you know, with a party of 5 or more, you know, night out with their friends. So you just got to step it up. Yeah, you got to step it up.
You know? Yeah, step it up. Absolutely.
That's right. Different times. We check out our seniors too, y'all. So be careful. Be courteous now. Not everybody can handle it. A bad flu, because that's floating around too. So anyway, I know you're ready to talk to. I'm sorry. You got one more thing to say? Because it was my time is up.
Yeah, I was saying, the flu season is being ignored. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the numbers are up for that. Because matter of fact, my neighbor, my good friend, he just hit me up the other day, and he was saying, you know, majority of his patients are COVID patients. He only have people there for broken legs or nothing, broken arms, you know, sports injuries. Yeah, he said, that was his rounds, you know. So that's a shame, you know. We still in this situation since pretty much 2019, really, because that's when it really hit mainland. So it's been 3 years, right? Am my math right? Yeah. All right. Well, Kim, are you ready to talk to Brother Al? I know he's ready to talk to you. He's sitting in the queue. And he has brand new music, so everybody sit around. If you didn't catch us early, we did play his new single, Tour of Duty, and we will play that either midway or at the end of the program. So stay tuned and just Google him. Brother Al is everywhere. He is everywhere. All right, well, let's open him up. All right, what's up, Brother Al? Welcome to Late Night with Jerry Royce Live Worldwide and KIMMIE Kim. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Jerry Royce and KIMMIE. I appreciate it, Brother Al, your service. Oh, God.
Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you for joining us, man. And we're excited to hear what you've been up to. We know it's been a minute since you've been on the program. I know you had a chance, to talk to KIMMIE, and I think you talked to Pastor Red, and I think Sister Crystal, and now you get a chance to talk to KIMMIE Kim. Welcome.
All right.
Well,
Welcome.
It's been busy. The music has changed since the last time I was on your program. I'm in a different place, so the music sounds different according to the season, right?
Yeah.
I thank God for that.
Yeah. You know, we still rocking your music video, man. On the music video shows. It's always a favorite pick of our team, man. So we always got to rock that as a bonus video or throw it in the countdown. So we appreciate you being part of that.
I tuned into your YouTube channel. Everybody go subscribe to Jerry Royce YouTube channel because I still see what you be doing, man, and I appreciate you the continued support of Gotta Feel. That record's legendary and it's timeless.
Yeah.
Just due to the instrumentation in it, it's kind of really, you can't tell that I made it, 3 years ago.
You can't. Shelf life, man. Yeah. Christian. I think I always believe that Christian hip hop and gospel music has a longer shelf life. For one, not everybody is going to hear it at one time. For one, because you guys, work very intricate with the way you move your music through state to state. According to the way you tour. And of course, you guys not going to go on no super world tour like some of our mainstream artists. So it's probably going to be like 2, 3, 4 years before someone else have an opportunity to hear it, and to them it's new, and it's still fresh. So keep moving with it, man. Keep doing your thing, and we're gonna keep rocking it on our cable networks. So and they enjoying it because it's always being requested. So have a good one, and I'll be right here listening to you guys. Amen.
Okay. Well, thank you once again, Jerry, for this opportunity. And how you doing, my brother?
I'm excited. I can't complain. I thank God for an opportunity to be back on the show and tell the world what else I'm doing. So that works,
Absolutely. So before we begin, can you tell the listener, who are you? Tell us what you've been doing and more of the projects that you're working on. And, yeah.
Okay. So, as a short synopsis, I'm Brother Al. Everybody know me as Brother Al, and my tagline is "at your service," right? So usually people say that kind of together, even though they don't belong together. But I tag my own music in that way, so it's kind of a thing, In addition to that, I'm a teacher. Yeah, absolutely. I am a teacher. So I just finished teaching Revelations, the entire book. I know 90% of the churches are allergic to it, so I went ahead and made it as dramatic as possible and finished that series and gave you Revelations according to Brother Al, So you can't say what time, you didn't know what time we were in, because my job is to keep you up to date, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So other than that, like with the music, it's always changing, and I'm trying to make a statement out here, and God has given people a palette for what I do.
Amen. So how long have you been doing music?
I've been recording for the Lord. Let's say since 2015.
Okay.
But I've only really went public. Like I probably released well over 1,000 songs before I went public.
1,000 songs?
Over 1,000 songs before I went public.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, wow.
All right. So by the time I went public, I signed the CMG Squad 2911 in 2020, right at the beginning of the pandemic. I think it was February. And then that's when really my introduction to mainstream on all major platforms really kicked off through that label. And I appreciate all the help that God has sent me, along the way. I couldn't do half the things I did without the help God allowed people to see me and see my vision and get behind me and help me. So shout out to Minister Casey. Shout out to CMG Squad 2911. Shout out to Ma Teresa and DJ Quality Hannah. There's so many people that have put their hands to what I do. And God has given, like I said, if you don't have a palette for what I do in music, because my sound doesn't sound like anybody else in Christian hip hop.
That's
right?
Beautiful. That's unique. You want to be unique because, like, God has given you your own voice and vice versa. So that's beautiful. That's a good thing.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So who are some of your, what kind of songs do you talk about? Are they mainly like what you've gone through, or do you sometimes write songs on biblical principles, or is it both?
I would call myself a spiritually intellectual rapper.
Okay.
You understand? So
I do.
With that, I'm not a John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son kind of rapper. There's nothing wrong with those brothers who do that. But I can craft the scriptures into real life and make it applicable and provide correction, motivation, and encouragement all at the same time, right? Something gospel music can't do. Gospel music does not provide correction, right? It's usually highly inspirational and motivational, but it lacks the correctional piece, right? Unless you dig back into the older songs and they was talking about what we shouldn't be doing, right?
Right.
But today's gospel music does not include that element. So gospel hip-hop does. It's one of the last genres that haven't been affected in such a way that it's been PC'd out. It's real. Gospel hip-hop still has its edge in most corners.
I agree. And there is still, more room for improvement because we must adapt to the youth because they have very low attention span. So if your sound doesn't sound good, they just drop. It's not like us back in the days. We love, the same old, but they like different things this new era, these new generations. So that's good to know that you do that. And so do you sometimes allow your teaching, because you say you're a teacher, and when you teach, do you allow your teaching also to really come into play with your music? Do you, or do you keep those two separate?
No, absolutely. I have my ministry and my music has merged. So before each teaching, I play a little bit of my songs, right? And I actually play my music throughout my teachings. And for example, even with this Revelation series, I got music to match that. If you go to my Instagram, it's brother_Al9. And right now I'm the thing where I'm matching scriptures to my music because people maybe haven't studied or showed themselves approved enough to know what I'm actually saying is biblical because it's done at such a high level. Does that make sense? So when you do something at a higher level, then it could be missed because it's at a higher level. It's not the ABCs of salvation. Does that make sense?
Right.
So I'm now attaching scriptures to my music and with a short video so people can see the contextual.
Interesting. So who is your demographic? Who are you trying? Who is your main marketing? Because I already believe everyone can probably target, but who do you?
Anybody who enjoys hip hop who want to stay safe.
Okay.
Because I believe listening to my music, you can stay safe, right? Because the things that I put in it that God has blessed me to go through or to experience, or that I'm not even going through, that just may just be in the music. Should be enough that it should stick with you when you close your car door, right? Therefore, reminding you to tell the truth and stay safe at all times, right? So,
amen. It sounds like to me you know exactly where you're going because one thing I love about music, it opens up the room for teaching, conversations. And you bring people together. That's what music for me does. Because back in 1998, I came back on a song, and then I got busy for the Lord. So music is important because one thing I have learned about the Bible, Psalms is the biggest book in the Bible, and it's in the middle section of the Bible. So God knew that music was or is important to us. So that's good to know. And when it comes to your music, do you develop your own tracks or do you outsource that as well?
Yeah, no, even this record that you guys played, it's an actual EP. It's 5 songs deep. It's called Behind Enemy Lines. And shout out to Tommy out in California. He found me on TikTok or Instagram and wanted to work with me. So then we put that to. He sent me the records, and then this project was created. Now, I primarily work with a producer, a beatmaker out of Germany. His name's Streagge. Y'all go shop with him. It's Streagge. I met him on the internet years ago, and he actually exclusively produced Reset the Church, the entire album. So I've been rocking with one person, and then I make music. I make beats myself as well. So between the three of us, and then like one other producer that I really rock with, that's pretty much it. I don't really do a lot of features because within my community, I have found that if I send somebody a record and they don't have anything for it, they don't have enough humility to say, hey, Brother Al, I don't have anything for it. They will sit on my record and won't say nothing to me. And then they'll comment on Facebook as if they're not sitting on the record I gave them. It's great. So,
wow.
Yeah, like, brother, do you know you got a record of mine? You gonna send it back or not? You know, so
are you serious? Wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So it's and then I've seen it. You know, I've given gospel singers, hey, here's this record. Let's see what you can do with it. Let's work, and they'll sit on it, and they won't say, hey, I don't have anything for it. Somebody give me a record. I will tell you. You know what? I ain't got nothing for it. And there's no robbery, right? I don't know. They be giving me the treatment sometimes. So I end up on records by myself. And bless the Lord, I am the lone wolf of gospel. It's okay.
And I guess apparently God knew exactly what he needed for you to do, because some people see the talent and they don't want to help you. You still have some haters out there, even in the gospel world. They don't want to see you succeed because they're afraid of your success. But that's crazy because God is big enough to bless you and other people.
It's okay. You just can't say Brother Al didn't reach out to me, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
You can't say I didn't reach out. You can't. There's so many people that I've reached out to, so I want to make it so when I say, hey, you know, and gospel industry and gospel ministry are two different things, right? But I made sure I reached out so people can't say he's unreachable, right? I don't want to be that person. And even still then, you know, sometimes people only want to jump on the wagon when it's smoking already, right? But then at the same time, what I do and the music I select may be a challenge, right? Because it's not traditional, right? The instrumentation I use and this ear for music, you know, doesn't sound like everything else. So it's, you know, it could be out of people's scope. Because I'm already leaving the country to go get half the music anyway, right?
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, I got the song Jerry Royce, that music video he's talking about. I got that beat from Russia. So like, you're not
Russia,
you know, people, like. I don't want what everybody is doing. Like, I don't have any influences. Do you understand? I don't have any gospel music influences. There are people I may listen to, you know, but nobody has an influence on me because I took an entire year off. So if you're an artist and you find yourself sounding like other people and you want to know what sound God has for you, I challenge you to turn everybody off and only listen to yourself. And when you listen into yourself only for 1 year, you will develop within yourself what God put in you. And you don't have to worry about being with everybody else.
That is so beautiful. That is true because you do tend to hear music similar to other artists, and it's a copycat. And I love someone to be original. You know, don't be like the norm. I tell my girls, don't be like the crowd. Be you. You are the best you. Be your best you.
Yeah, that's right. But here's the thing. When the wave changes and the direction changes and you're stuck, you're a terrible copy of the next wave.
Yes, absolutely. And so tell us, my brother, about this new project in 23 that you're working on, because I know we will be playing your, a song at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 Central. So tell us what's going on with your new project. I would love to know more about, because I love hip hop. I love hip hop.
Okay, well, Behind Enemy Lines is a special kind of record. It basically catalogs what a saint goes through, and as if it's physical war. So I cross the spiritual and the physical war elements throughout all 5 songs. That's why one song is named Intel Unit, right? That's the intelligence unit of being saved in the war against what we deal with, right? One song is called Behind Enemy Lines. It's literally titled after the title of the album. And then one song is called Tour of Duty. That's the song we already played, right? And then one song, I just kept it consistent throughout the entire thing. So maybe when I show up for places, everybody show up in camo and we have a real experience, because we are truly soldiers fighting on the battlefield for our souls. And there's a real war going on. And at the end of the day here, what got your grandma through ain't going to get you through, because she wasn't here for this dispensation. You are. So this is the soundtrack to this dispensation. Why? Because I'm in the same war with you. So I'm the drummer boy. That makes sense?
It does. You bring it. Yeah. You bring it the sound. You bring in what's to come. You're utilizing the biblical scriptures to make your music, and that's very intelligent, because music is a good way to memorize things. And there are music I have learned back in 1980, and as soon as it comes on the radio, I remember the wordings. So that's good to know that you're not only bringing your music into a different style based on the original being you, you're also utilizing scripture so that it can, penetrate people's spirits and souls, so they can say, wow, I need to change my way, and this record brought me to the Lord. And see, that is so beautiful when your music can touch someone to change the way that they live. That's awesome. So I'll give you, applause for that, because it's very few artists that really wants to really help those who want to stay saved or who wants a relationship with the Lord. So I thank you for that as well. You're awesome. So what do you do when you're not making music?
What does that mean? What does that even mean? I'm always
I don't know what that means, girl. Please.
No, seriously, I have about 100 and maybe 108 songs been released since 2020. I've been busy.
Wow. You've been busy.
No, the Bible is singing for the Lord's new song.
That's true. That's true.
Right now, praise Brother Al has right now, and I don't have to go by industry standards, because you already got the attention span of a spoon. So why would I pump this record to you and shove it down your throat like I'm the radio when you're in a different season and you really need what I have now?
That's smart. That's very smart. That's true. Because, like you said, people attention span is up to 5 seconds, and either they're going to continue on paying attention to it or not. And wow, so music is your life. So I know you're doing your passion, you're loving it, you're having fun, and it doesn't feel like work to you. So it must be your passion and what God has called you to do out, and you do teach as well. And so, what are some of your favorite books in the Bible? You mentioned Revelation.
No. I am a Book of Obadiah fan. I am an Isaiah chapter 11 fan, because I believe we're going to be a part of the next Exodus. Church don't teach that, right? A lot of the church, they do all that prophecy talk, but stay away from prophetic books because they don't understand the timeline, and they treat everything like it's already happened, and that's all.
Well, we're not gonna go there with that. So you're right on that. We do a lot of we do a lot of hollering, but we don't know what we're hollering about. You have to read the words for yourself and allow God to.
The timeline. Yeah. You don't have no reference to timeline, and most of them don't know history, so they don't know. You can check the Bible against history. So I would say the Book of Obadiah is great. I do like the Book of Amos, and Revelations is also one of my favorite books because it's as scary as it is encouraging. And I'm a Proverbs and Ecclesiastes guy.
Okay. I love Ecclesiastes, and I love Solomon, his writings, the Proverbs. I love the fact that he realized what he done. Then he wanted to change his life around after having so many relations. But you know what I love about the word? It shows us that God uses imperfected people for his perfect will. So I just love the word. Keeps me honest and things like that. And it sounds like it does the same for you. And I just want to thank you so much. So what kind of legacy would you like to leave behind when God gives you your wings and he calls you home?
I would like for my sons to be third generation saved man. Right? Grandfather was saved. My father's saved. I'm saved. My son will be fourth generation saved man. And if my children are saved, and then my great grandchildren can, with the stuff that I talk about, if it pops out on their timeline, they have me to listen to.
That's beautiful. I love that.
I've left the encouragement and the instruction, which I thought was for my time, but it was for theirs, and that's the legacy of itself.
It is beautiful. Legacy of being saved. That's the best legacy. And how can people reach out to you? Because we're about to play your music in a few more minutes, and I cannot wait to get this hip-hop going because I love hip-hop music. So how can people reach out to you?
Yeah, I'm not hard to find. You can reach out to me on Instagram. It's brother_Al9. And I am on TikTok as well, so you can reach out to me there.
You're on TikTok too? Okay.
I am. Yeah. So you can also reach out to me through my YouTube channel. It's Brother Al on YouTube, or you can just Google me and figure it out. Right? So.
No, we're trying to find that music. So you said you're on Instagram too. What is that name?
It's a brother_Al9 on IG.
Okay.
And my music's available. Brother Al on Spotify, Apple, Pandora. There's any most international musics. You can find me. So it's really not that hard. Now, if you want to help Brother Al, you can make TikToks and Instagram stories and things of that nature out of my music. You can use my sound on all of those platforms because it's already there for you.
All right, audience, let's support my brother. I mean, wow, 1 year off to figure out. I mean, you know who you are, but you want to do your own voicing, listen to the Lord. Sometimes you do have to take time off to rediscover what God has done in your life as relates to your passion and your purpose, because sometimes we can get off track. That's beautiful. And you coming back with thousands of songs, and now you got this wonderful project. So I thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to talk with you. I'm looking forward to get crunk now. So I love good music and authentic music. And so, Jerry, do you have anything you would like to add before we begin the song?
Well, Brother Al, we just want to say, Brother Al, again, thank you so much for blessing our station, man, with your presence, man. You're doing some powerful things out there, man. And we're just so glad to hear that you're a teacher out there, too, as well, and serving the Lord. Amen.
I need to follow him I'm going to be following you right now after this is over with, because I love some good teaching. I'm more of a teacher, but I love music, too, so I love both.
All right. Amen.
Yeah, and people love his music because I go out there sometimes, check him out on Reverb, and he gets a lot of hits on a lot of his music. So he does put out a lot of music. Okay. And congratulations to you.
But that's all the old music, Jerry.
I know,
not even that was before I even went public.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, well, people like that style, man. You know, you got a really nice style. It was real smooth. It was real cool. People can understand what you're saying. You know, and they can feel it. So that's what it's all about, man. People got to feel music. That's the way old music used to be anyway. You know, you feel it, you know.
Absolutely.
So keep doing what you're doing, man. All right, man. All right.
Don't stop, because I like the fact that he took a year off to rediscover himself. Oh, yeah. And that shows that he is, when I ask him what he does outside of music, he said, what? Oh, no, that's all I do. It's like, yeah. You eat and breathe music. I love it.
That's
and
right.
And of course,
dedication.
The word and safe. That's awesome.
But he got that talent, so you don't want to leave this planet or lay on your deathbed thinking to yourself, man, did I really give it my all? You know, I think that all the time when I go hard in the film room, whether, you know, we're doing talk shows or music video shows or the children's show, am I going hard enough? You know, is the Lord, is he pleased? You know, because he blesses us with so much, you know, and sometimes you feel like you're still not doing enough. So I feel you, Al, you know, on that. Sometimes you got to step back a little bit and think and listen to him and then go hard, you know. All right, renew. All right, you ready for the song? And this is going to this is going to end the show. So you have anything else you'd like to end with, Al, before we go?
Man, I just continue to, you know, share the content. Look me up on Spotify, Apple Music, you know, Pandora, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your content from. There's Brother Al everywhere.
Amen. Yeah, I heard him.
I can't wait. I'll be listening. Okay. Amen. I'm going to reach out to you on Instagram as well. So.
All right.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
And shout out to the CMG Squad. I see a couple of them in the queue and people out there sharing the file. So we appreciate you guys, you know, loving on this station. Of course, you know, KIMMIE and I, we took some time off, but you guys were still able to check out the channel. And, you know, it's a lot. It's like over 830-something shows on our channel. So we appreciate you guys. Amen. There we go.
Amen.
Amen.
But the LXO service. At least that part of the war is over. I had looked at my wounds and realized I'm not as hurt as I thought I was. Something to say about that, though, right? Thank you, Lord. How blessed this war's been. Body bandaged up so no damage from still my candle up. How blessed this tour has been. Nothing scandalous, they still slander us, we still handle it. How blessed this war's been. Body bandaged up so no damage from still my candle up. How blessed this tour has been. Nothing scandalous, they still slander us, we still handle it. Oh God. Through the scandal and the bullets that they throw, I'm still yelling Jesus Christ, the one I'm known. My wife a sniper in the spirit, she ain't going. And I'm casting down everything they throw. Unsuppressed, so I'm going loud, they know. And every spirit not a God, I get the blowing. God bless the living, not the dead, they know it. This war for life until I'm dead, I'm gon' keep going. How blessed this war's been. Body bandaged up so no damage from still my candle up. How blessed this tour has been. Nothing scandalous, they still slander us, we still handle it. How blessed this war's been. Body bandaged up so no damage from still my candle up. How blessed this tour has been. Nothing scandalous, they still slander us, we still handle it. Oh God. You ran up on my foxhole with resentment. Surplus full of blessings, told you God is in it. My MREs don't taste like yours, you must admit. I got more strength to fight than you can put off in it. Come join the side, you know we win because it's red. Stop all your hate, your God is dead, you know my living. I got the proof, you got this close and you still living. The mercy shown come to a stone, a new beginning. I bless this war's been body bandaged up, so no damage from. Still my candle out. I bless this tour's been nothing scandalous. They still slander us, we still handle it. I bless this war's been body bandaged up, so no damage from. Still my candle up. I bless this tour's been nothing scandalous. They still slander us, we still handle it.
Listening to Jerry Royce Worldwide Podcast. Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of double X.
Positive Power 21.org. Internet radio.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live, worldwide.
Maryland, and you're now listening to my man Jerry Royce Live Podcast, the best international radio station in the whole wide world. Peace and love.
Hello, my name is C, and I am a recording artist from Rwanda in Africa. You're listening to the best internet radio station in the USA with Jerry Royce Live and Positive Power 21.